Headphones in. Let's give you some sound. Calm waves. Lovely waves. We could just sit here and listen to this for a couple of hours and then just call it a night. Be happy with that. I'd probably fall asleep, actually. I'm really good at that. Could fall asleep on stream. Let's do the thing. There we go. Let's load up. Let's get in. It's the weather station that's going to be our target today. I expect some difficult terrain and BTs and lots of Timefall. My aim will be to travel relatively light, just the cargo I need, plus tools. Climbing anchors, couple of ladders, hematic grenades, blood bags. That's it. What a thrill. Does sound like a good plan. It's a good place to start for sure. High level, thank you so much for being here. Anyone who's watching and lurking, quite happy for you to be there as well. You don't have to join in on chat. You don't have to make yourself known if you don't want to. There is now a chat command for lurkers. So you can always just like go boop with the chat command just to let me know you're there. But I won't harass you, I promise. Right then. Time to resume game.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
Yes.
All weapons will be locked until departure.
We're back.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Ta. What do we got going on here? Just some updates. Drop cargo was delivered. We may well get some likes boosts. Actually, on that front, of course, we spent quite a bit of time on Sunday stream building roads. Like 3 separate auto pavers were visited. Very pleased with that work. I have, you know, very pleased indeed. Right, so before we step into the terminal, let's have a quick look at what I'm carrying right now. Container repair sprays, a custom hematic grenade, 1 climbing anchor in lovely condition, our gun, which we probably won't need to take. I mean, we can use it for BTs. Well, I'll think about that. Gilly fam, hello. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you're doing well today. Let's have a look at these blood bags now. We could swap out that 200 for a new power skeleton. That'll get us through. Boots. We may have to change on the way. We'll see. We'll see how vicious the terrain is. Okay, not a bad base on which to build. Let's get back to this terminal. Oh, here we go. Here come the... There we go. A path has been laid down, that's been used. A road has been used. 40 players have delivered. 2,123 likes. That's going to be pretty damn good for Bridgelink, I should think. So there we go. That was absolutely worth the effort there. BB was dead chuffed with it as well. Okay, so we'll take out... Pop that in the pouch. Okay. I'll need to unload the other one first. go. In the pouch with you. No. Okay, so we're going to have a full complement of blood bags, 4 of those, all raring to go. Yeah, I was worrying about wondering about the wee grenades, whether I take them or not. Not sure if I will actually. I think with maybe trialing out the bowler gun and the hematic grenades, I'll probably be covered. What we will need is grenades, maybe 1 ladder, maybe 2, depending if I need to leave one behind. Let's make some stuff. Let's take one of those. I'm not worried about those. I'm carrying container repair spray. We'll take 3 hematics for the trip, along with the 1 box of... do I take 3? Am I really going to throw that many? 5 each. Yeah, better to take more than not have enough, right? So, bowler gun will get us through. It's a little worse for wear, but it'll be all right. 1 ladder only. 1 climbing anchor is already in my possession. I think that's all right. Let's make those. Pop that on the suit. Those all on the back. So, plenty of grenade stock. Bare necessities elsewhere. Enough blood bags for the trip. Yeah, that should do it, I think. Nice. Right, so we've got to make this official, haven't we? We've got to take this on as an order. So, let's make sure I have this marked out on my list. We are going from DC South. Really, really tenuous link as well. We'll get to that in a minute. So this is a chiralium. Yep, doesn't really matter whether I spell it correctly. It's only me that's looking at it. Off to the weather station. That's order 27. It's fragile cargo, so we'll defo need to be careful out there.
Your objective is to head to the bridge's weather station and connect your Cupid.
I know we listened to this last time,
You'll
but
also need to install a chiralium gauge.
just as a refresher.
The gauge will measure fluctuations in chiral density much more precisely. We'll be able to provide more accurate forecasts for timefall and other phenomena. Timefall and elevated chiralium levels have a strong correlation with BT activity. So, installing this gauge will help us to help you and others like you.
Oh, it gets worse. Right. So I think this is where I think the game is kind of pushing its luck. Just a little bit, right? So we're currently in the distribution center south of Lake Knot City. And the guy we've been speaking to has a surname Southerland. Now we're going to the weather station to see Alex Weatherstone. Now I get it, right? If they've been, if these stations have been here a long time and new generations are born into them, what source of a surname do they have, right? I guess it's named after the location where they were born and raised. But come on. That's really literal. In an uncomfortable way. Somehow someone with the surname Baker Bishop still seems to stand. That's Weatherstone. Southerland. You see, I need to listen to that in my mind, analyze it and park it, and stop name shaming others. It's not a good look. I just can't help myself. Anyway, it's fragile cargo, less than 50% damage. It's delivery to a mountainous area. We have warnings of many things. It is a medium package, not particularly hefty. So that's not bad, is it? Nominative determinism. There we go. They're the words I'm looking for. Okay, well, I've made these decisions already. Store the vehicle. I have no reason to use it. This will be a journey made entirely on foot. If I took the reverse trike with me and I just kind of parked it somewhere, a couple of things will happen. Number one, it could get caught in Timefall and could be wrecked. Well, number two, it becomes a disco bike and someone else picks it up, and then when I come back to the location, it's gone. So I'll go without. So chiralium gauge is on the back. If we auto-arrange the cargo, that'll put that closer to my back, help protect it. Everything else remains in place. Head out, you betcha.
Order assigned.
Here we go.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Will do. So, this beautiful road you see before you is the product of our hard work and a little bit of mental maths. At the end of Sunday stream, that continues over in this direction. You can see a generator there as well. That's pretty neat. Now, to assist with the journey, I'll take a quick peek
Weapons restrictions lifted.
through the watchtower. Bling. Taking a good look around. We've got a few things marked out for our benefit. Now, what I'm going to do is not take what has been identified as the shortest route.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will
So,
be locked until departure.
the shortest route, no doubt, would just be crossing the river straight away and coming up this way. And what I was talking about doing was actually following this route down a little bit, crossing over here, and then sort of walking up along this stream here, and doing it that way, which seems to be kind of, you know, a lot of people have been following this path here, and you know that makes sense, I guess. I just fancy a different route, and it's going to be down this way, basically where the road will end up. So I'm going to pop a marker here. That's what I'm going to aim for.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Now I could do this on the road. That'll be kind to my shoes. I wonder if I'll miss anything interesting though by going that route, when I could just like hop over some of these. Nah. Yeah. Yeah, why not? It'll be more interesting to do and more interesting to watch. Even if walking over the road would be the most efficient thing to do. I'll tell you what I should do. Any self-respecting porter would do this. They're going to arm themselves with the harmonica. And they're going to put on their best cap and shades. Now we're looking the part.
Nice.
Snap up some crystals on the way. That's 59 CGs right there. We can get a little bit more familiar with the terrain and have a good look around. You can see why having a road here makes an awful lot of sense though, because this is going to be absolute murder, isn't it? Here we go. We've got it's actually remarkably pleasant weather right now. Got a reasonably good view there of the mule camp. We've got a mule on parade over there. Looks like 1, 2 prepper stations. Tucked very far away. Now we hopped up here. Bump, 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 bump. That'll do it. Let's see what we have waiting for us over here. Getting a better view of the weather station. Mist has cleared ever so slightly. can... quite a few items here. Take a look in the terminal. Ooh. Very generous soul has put a slightly damaged container containing a power skeleton. But the power skeleton itself is in very good condition. That's very generous. A few other items there. Nice. Not much really for me to do here. Just was just curious. Look at this poor auto paver. Very much the worse for wear. I can give you some crystals. I'm not carrying anything else for you right now. Let's do 600 start. Bum, bum, bum. Some likes for that, that's worth it. Look at this poor thing. All rusted and in need of some care, attention. Poor little guy. Feel quite emotional. That's where we're heading to. Here comes your Timefall. So far, just a light drizzle. Not as damaging as the Timefall that we would encounter when BTs are nearby. I expect this weather is going to get heavier and more unpleasant. Very muddy around here as well. I'm looking for a spot where it narrows out a little bit. We've got a spot there where I could lay a ladder down. Just saves me the hassle of yeah, I think that makes sense. Just saves me the hassle of using stamina. Climb up on there. Come over here. Arm ourselves with a ladder. Set it down. Yes, man. There we go. Now, I was carrying one. I decided to carry one, wasn't it? So I'll probably have to pick that up. Just to play it safe. Pew. Hello. You've got some love, haven't you? Some care and attention has been paid to you. Right, so we are now heading We remove you. We're coming down here and then over this side. Yep. It's quite exciting, this, exploring a whole new area, experiencing some different terrain. Ah, now. There's a good spot for a ladder here. Ooh, someone's left a trike. Might not need it. Hop over here, get in the middle, come over here, hop on down, do a little crossover. That'll do it. Awesome. So now we make our climb. Keep an eye out for shelter. So just kind of following this route up here. Let's check in with Bowler gun's toast, isn't it? Put that on the tool rack for now. Oh, I don't claim the ladder back. That's annoying. I thought I could claim that back. I should have left it there then. Idiot. Oh well. We can always make another with any luck once we get to the weather station. We'll soon find out. Scoop up lots and lots of crystals on the way up.
There we go.
And I'm sure we'll get into trouble in no time.
There we go.
So a few things are being placed out by kind folks. Other things
There we go.
lost and left around. We could head up round there. Why not? Definitely a lot to see. There we go. A little bit of that.
There we go.
Scoopy scoops.
There we go.
Only 3? Come on. Not far to go. Has my choice of route meant that I have circumvented all BTs, or are there more coming?
There we go.
There we go indeed. Looks like the rain's easing off. That's been an incident-free journey by the looks of things.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. Hood's off. Sun's out, guns out.
There we go.
Let's, hello there. I have the higher ground, Anakin. That's where we came from, over there. We dodged this area completely. Now we're here. This rather picturesque location.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be
So there are
locked.
some set paths here.
Cargo verified. Thank you.
Looks like there are going to be quite a few things
Lifted. Beginning
dotted around the area that we might be able to pick up and bring back here, which I'll,
ID.
frankly, I'll look forward to doing an awful lot.
All weapons will be locked until departure.
Now, here's one thing that I haven't verbalized yet, although I have noticed it. Take a look at this. That is the old school Bridges logo, isn't it? And I noticed this on the distribution centre south of Lake Knott. When we first approached it, it had all of the old stuff on. Then we connected it up and it joined the UCA, and then all the new stuff appeared. Look at this thing. Holy moly. Right, let's introduce ourselves, shall we? You know what, actually, before I do that... I think everything will be in pretty good condition. But I want to, you know, make a good impression, right? So... bit of container repair spray. We'll stand out here. Always spray yourself in a well ventilated location. Just get a bit of that on there. Now we'll definitely impress them. Sure, it won't let you down. Here we go. Let's make a delivery, shall we, to Alex Weatherstone. It's order number 27. It's 15 kilos of chiralium gauge. In it goes.
Delivering cargo.
Hello. Sam Bridges, right?
Yes.
We've been expecting you.
I know.
The gauge you brought is going to save a lot of lives. Let me do a quick inspection.
Take your time.
Oh,
Wonderful. It's in perfect condition.
Sprayed it myself.
Thank you.
Stats. Now, it wasn't the shortest route, was it? There we go. Perfect condition. Fragile, mountainous area. That's all taken care of. So you'll see the shortest route marked out there and the way I've gone instead. Almost twice the distance. Here we go. Ooh, hello. Special alloys can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the weather station has increased. So, new material is available. 184 likes. That's going to give us 2 and a bit. So, little nudges to the skill tree, but then we get to bridge link. Whoa! Boom! That was alright, wasn't it? Yes, man. You've been awarded the title of Expert Transporter. Let nothing stand between you and your cargo's safe arrival. Indeed. Or just go around where all the threats were. That's another strat. Bridgelink grade 60. So our sync level with other players has increased by another 10%. We can make up to 30 strand contracts. Upgrade cooperation requests has increased to 6 and now 10. 10 seconds of like giving. I'm feeling really, really generous. That's so many likes. All the likes. Expert Transporter level 173.
Once you connect us to the network, we'll be able to share our measurements with everyone. You mind doing
Personal. Here you go, sport. Now you're playing with power. Boom. We have established yet another new strand, this time at the weather station. Yes, man. Let's have a look. Hi, Alex. Yes, PCC level 2. Ooh. Floating carrier. Well, that's going to be fun to try one of those out. Because I know the game's going to nag me into using it. And more interview data required. We can make shelters. Yes, man. Level 2 safe house can be built as well. Excellent. And weather forecast. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Let's take a look at all those beautiful things marked out on the map there. That's glorious.
I'm sure they told you, but this weather station was built before the Death Stranding. Bridges 1 came and fixed it up.
They did a great job.
Fortunately, we lost contact with our weather satellites a while back. Interference from chiral clouds.
Damn it.
So it's been tough to measure chiralium levels and predict timefall. But thanks to you, this weather station can finally function as intended. You made our jobs easier. Now let us do the same for you. We won't let you down, I promise. Take care.
Will do. He was nice. Hi, Mama.
I see you got the weather station back online. Excellent work, Sam.
Much
When
obliged.
a region is integrated into the chiral network, it's also brought closer to the beach, in a manner of speaking. There's a significant impact on chiralium levels, and measuring that impact is one of the Cupid's primary functions. The more we know, the more accurately we can determine where to expect timefall and when. Without the chiral network, we'd be left guessing. Oh, and thanks to your latest accomplishment, You can now review the weather forecast via your cufflinks.
I am buzzing.
Check your map. You'll see. Ought to come in handy when you're planning routes. I'll keep an eye on the chiral density from right here in my lab. It's not too far from South Knot City. Keep processing those orders and you'll put that region on the grid soon enough. Good luck, Sam.
Thank you. Oh,
Good work, Sam. That's one more site on the grid.
they all want to chime in.
And we'll be finished before you know it. The weather station's forecast should be visible to everyone on the chiral network now, yourself included. You can access them via your cufflinks. It could be useful when plotting your routes.
I mean, I guess they didn't hear what each other had to say, but my god.
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
There we go. So we've turned from the bridges thing to UCA there.
We'll meet again soon, Sam.
We will. Probably real soon. I wonder if there's going to be a memory chip lying around here somewhere as well, right? And some odds and ends that we can pick up. Look. Lost cargo, maybe we'll give them some metals and things. Hey look, it's on the move. Amazing. Well done, team. Right, well.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Let's treat ourselves to the weather forecast.
Forecasts can now be viewed via your cufflinks.
Woo!
Should come in handy when you're on the road.
That's the third time I've been told what it's for. Not including what it says in text, of course, which makes 4. So the weather forecast display, we can bring that up. So let's zoom out a little bit and see what it looks like. Here it is. Wind and timefall. Blue areas indicate timefall. The arrow indicates wind speed and direction. Excellent. So we'll get a good idea where other wind farm style situations may be. And we can move the prediction further forward or look at something that happened in the past. There we go. So we get a reasonable idea. There we go. That's windy over there. Loving this this little detail. Very nice. That's very exciting. I didn't even know I could click R3 for anything, but this shows us all the patches which are connected to the network. Good stuff. Right, shall we do a little bit of goodie scooping? There we go, last of the summer wine time. What's that sign? Is that like don't chill out here? There he is. Look. A minute. Here we go. Yeah, something about sleep. You sleep, you die. I wouldn't dream of doing it there. Drop of rain or two, and then you just go woo. Well, there we go. That's the last of the summer wine reference, isn't it? Sliding down here in a bath. Just one like from BB for that. Let's come up here a little bit. Road and structure erosion. Exposure to timefall will gradually erode structures and roads. Yeah, I know. So that obviously also means the roads that we built too, right? So someone's got proper adventurous over there, look. No doubt we'll be expected to go up there, right? I mean, look at this map. Look at all this. Look at that. Look at that there. There is definitely a need for us to travel up in that direction, so can't say that shocks me much. Don't think there's much lying around up here, though. I'd say it's pretty hard work getting a lion up here at all, to be honest. It's not its natural habitat. Yep, I went there. Yeah, it all seems to be further down. Very excited to be exploring this area, though. It's pretty nice. Easy. Okay. Definitely all happening a lot closer to the station, so our little adventure is it's over for now. Scoop it. So, higher level, Gilly fam, tell me about your days. How are you doing? What have you been up to? Higher level, have you spent another, I don't know, like 8-hour shift on Death Stranding today? Stuff for the elder. Look, ceramics over there. Making a mess. Aha! I had a feeling there was going to be a memory chip lying around here somewhere. Up we go. Let's pick it up. Well done for marking that out.
There we go.
Fellow porters. Good job. Scoop.
There we go.
Right, It's all out this way, isn't it? Here we go, some disc-based media. Lovely, I'll have that, thank you very much. We'll get those ceramics. Of course we will. Easy. It's not that bad, really. Ceramics. A big, big love. Something for the DC. We can always get that on the way back. Bum, 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 bum. Here we are.
There we go.
Let's see. Old wine. Right, hang on a minute. So we've delivered like a buttload of sleeping tablets to this guy. And now he wants to mix that with alcohol. Z minus minus, do not recommend. Getting a much better view of whatever that is over there. It's a giant wreck, whatever it is. More crystals? Don't mind if I do.
There we go.
Let's see, where have we ventured? Looks like actual roads there. Yeah, we must be looking out on all of this. Yep. Cool. I'm quite enjoying nosing around. Boo! This is kind of an area where it rains quite a bit. We can kind of avoid that by going back the way we came. No stream today. Unheard of. Hey, look, chores. They gotta happen. Love them or loathe them, they still need to be done. Okay, so tell me more about your lockdown. How vicious a lockdown is it? Hello. I'll have you, thank you very much. Looking it up. Yeah, see the rain's easing off here.
There we go.
Are you serious? Like anyone? I don't even know where you're based actually, so you can clue me in on that too if you don't mind. Up to you. I mean, you keep whatever you want private, but that to me sounds like or like what I think lockdown would be expected to be. Jordan. Ah, okay.
Footpath.
Pretty strict. Yeah, no doubt. So five days is, I guess,
Nice.
that's going to be a small enough period of time where, with enough notice, people would have been able to get groceries they would have needed for a week or all that kind of stuff. So there literally was no reason to go outside for those 5 days. Was there a decent enough notice? Yeah. Sounds like a good opportunity to get the chores done, though. Ah, metals. I'll have you. It was announced a week ago. Okay, so then, yeah, okay. There a few days' notice. Did it cause much panic? You know, with the people you know in the neighbourhoods or anything? Or were people quite orderly in terms of buying what they needed to buy to get themselves through? Very organised. Oh, well done. Unlike the last one. Yeah, I think things were slightly better for us in the UK. Obviously, we're made up of 4 different nations, which kind of complicates things somewhat in terms of the decisions each of those nations have made. Like England is in a much looser lockdown than the one that you have until the beginning of December, whereas Wales had like a 17-18 day lockdown, and they're out of it already. That can all wait, I think. So while we didn't necessarily have anything close to a riot situation, we had a lot of people buying a lot of pasta and toilet rolls, as if they were expecting a bad diet to accompany them. A lot of toilet rolls. No one was buying additional plungers to help unclog the toilet, if that's what they were expecting. What have I done? Let's go up this way. Toilet rolls, I don't get it. Like trolleys. No, and you can get toilet rolls in decent amounts, right? You can get them in packs of 4, you can get them in packs of 9. Even bigger than that, to be honest. Like, unless you're a really beefy household, big family, toilet roll's going to last you quite a few days. if your technique's down, you know, you don't need to use too many sheets. Oh, yeah, blew my mind.
Beginning scan.
Just a lot of people hogging resources. It was very, very weird.
ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Yeah, but the this kind of looser lockdown that we have here, schools are still open, universities still open, supermarkets are open, even places where you could go and get something to eat or drink, they're still doing takeaway. So even though you couldn't sit in, you could still, you know, go and grab a coffee if you were out and about. Now, you're not supposed to make unnecessary journeys, but at the same time, there's definitely no one being immediately arrested. Right, so a little bit of lost cargo. We'll drop that off. No, that can go back with me. Correct. Correct.
Delivering cargo.
Maybe we'll talk about that in a minute.
Thank you for coming. You really are incredible. I don't know how you do it.
I just went for a walk. Had a look around. Bit of lost cargo for you. Tiny little boost. Not really much going on there, but, you know, being a good neighbour.
Well, good luck to you, and take care of yourself.
And each other.
Good work. New order available.
Yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute.
Access delivery terminal for further.
Please shut your robo mouth. We have... you and you. Might donate that as opposed to recycling it. Should we give you some chiral crystals too? Right, so let's do this. Recycle that. And that's looking a bit crappy, so not that. What am I doing? Chiral crystals? No, I'm donating that. I'm not recycling it. Let's max you out.
Delivering cargo.
Bling, bum, ba, da, bum.
Thank you for your continued
Whoop, 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 whoop. Done. There we go, special alloys. We get to play with those in a minute. That's going to be very thrilling. Yeah, so while I'm in the screen, so quite rightly, high level, you were saying that having schools and restaurants and all that stuff open is kind of asking for trouble. If what you want to do is keep the numbers down, you need to stop people from mixing. Now, what happened? What happened over here was, I don't know how much you hear about how other countries are dealing with the pandemic, but the rate of infection and the amount of new cases were coming down steadily until, well, probably until kind of July, I suppose. Early June, non-essential stores started to open. And lots of little baby step decisions were being made, but they were kind of being made under a certain amount of political pressure and not necessarily being taken fully scientifically, if that makes sense. So the government would go, okay, we're doing this now. We're gonna kind of release the pressure valve over here, and instead of letting that breathe for a few weeks and seeing what impact that had on the rates of infection, the number of cases, the number of people hospitalized, there'd be like a week or two. It's like, oh, we're doing this now, and we're doing this now, and there was never. It never felt as cautious as it should have been. So we get into summer and like people are able to travel and holiday in the UK and stuff. And then we're in the height of the summer and people flock to the beaches in preposterous numbers. And yes, you're outside and the possibility of transmission through aerosols is kind of dissipated because you're in the open air. If everyone's shoulder to shoulder in a cramped beach, it's kind of not really. So people kind of, I don't know, they lost the caution, and I have a lot of, I mean, not sympathy, I have a lot of empathy for people who have felt cooped up, unable to live in ways that they were comfortable, unable to feel as free as they have been used to. You know, as soon as the good weather comes and you know, the pressure valve's been taken off a little bit, you know, they're all rushing to the same beaches. I understand it. But, you know, there comes a pressure point, surely, when you're in that group who turns up to the beach and it's already full. And the reaction then is, well, I'm here now. I've come all this way. I'll be damned if I'm going to get back in my car and travel back home. A lot of that. A lot of the great British attitude of, oh yeah, it's good weather, we've got to get outside with a bag of cans and drink lots of alcohol and stuff. I don't know. People were very ready to enjoy the summer without really the full level of caution that they should have done. And then we had the whole restaurant thing with the government basically subsidising people's meals three nights a week for a month, which of course then encourages people to go out where they wouldn't have necessarily done before. And I understand it, you know, that's there to support businesses and especially the hard hit hospitality and leisure groups and stuff like that. But you know, that's in the month. That's in the month before the government wanted to get all of the children back to school and then start getting the students back to university. And so you have like people going out in the summer on beaches, and then these people are maybe working in restaurants, and then you've got other people who will go out with their families, you know, and enjoy the 50% off and stuff, and all of this stuff and all of these potential points of transmission. You know, people will be cautious and following guidelines and stuff like that as well, but it was all happening way too close together. And then you don't even have an idea of the knock-on effect of what happened in August until you're already deep into September, really, from new cases to those who might, you know, then need hospital treatment, by which point the kids have already gone back to school. And I've said this elsewhere, that if the most important thing was making sure the kids were back to school safely in September, the last thing you want to do is encourage everybody to go out and mix in August. So the decisions the government made kind of created a rod for our backs, really. And you know, there was guidance and floating around towards the end of September saying that the numbers are going up and maybe we should act to try and bring them back down again. And then I had nothing to do with this, but then it was almost like another 4 or 5 weeks before the government actually decided to act, and we are now in the situation we're in. Ultimately, all of this comes down to, at the very beginning, lots of Western countries had underestimated the threat that COVID-19 and this particular strand of coronavirus posed. They expected it was going to be like a bad flu, or something on the level of, like bird flu or swine flu, which had a risk, but a much lower risk, and wasn't anywhere near as virulent. So it was underestimated very early on, and the opportunity to strike early and strike hard was lost because it was underestimated, and because our Prime Minister didn't take it all that seriously. There were several emergency meetings known as Cobra. There were 6, I think, without our Prime Minister's attendance early on. So it wasn't really being taken all that seriously. So the opportunity to strike early had gone. The opportunity to strike hard was never there. We certainly didn't have a political class or a political culture which would have had the reaction you would have seen in the Far East or the reaction you would have seen in New Zealand. And there's also a lot of interest in our current government and the governments that came before around making sure business is going, and the pressure of Brexit and obviously all of that stuff also is kind of on their shoulder in terms of we need a productive economy, and there are all these other threats going on. I think maybe the last thing that you would want is have to shut entire industries down. So they were very reticent to do that. It's all against their nature, you see, so they weren't inclined to even consider that as an option. If only they did. None of these things can happen. None of these systems can stay alive without the people being fit and healthy to be there to assist it. Underestimated by uneducated leaders, medical professionals were dismissed. Yeah. Ultimately, it's the politicians that make the decisions, and if they are not necessarily inclined to take on everything a scientist says, or if the pressure is on them from other places to do with keeping a system alive, then that's where they sway. Anyway, we are where we are. I hope these 5 days, as heavy-handed as it seems, does make a difference. I think it may well be that places will get better at being comfortable with maybe shorter, sharper shocks. Much stricter. Because it's still very loose here. You can't tell me in November that a trip to a garden centre is essential. But they're open. And you could go. And no one would stop you from going. And no one would question you from going. But if you're really serious about reducing that risk of transmission, you just don't entertain that stuff. So maybe it would be harder if everyone was told stay home for 5 days, everything closes down, stay home for 5 days. But if that was proven to have a greater effect at just knocking some transmission on the head, then kind of dragging things out for 3 or 4 weeks with, a little bit of this, and you can do that, but you can't do that, which actually causes more confusion. If you haven't got a switched on population, especially when you keep changing the bloody rules, then you're going to have a more confused people not sure exactly what they can and can't do. You can't deny 5 days of not being able to leave your house. Anyway, I hope it works. You say you think it will. It sounds like it's a regrettable but I think more sensible thing to do. Now, I think I was playing a game. Let's see how. Speaking of garden centres, Shimus, he's doing a lurk. Thank you for lurking. Thanks for joining in. So there are going to be. Let's swap in. That tea is very much done. We've dropped a few things off. We're going to donate that bowler gun. We're definitely going to have orders which require us to use new equipment, and fabricate equipment is being highlighted there, and no doubt it's going to tell us some stuff. Right, someone can have my knackered weapon. And I mean the bowler gun. In you go. And we'll make some new stuff. Go for it. Right, let's listen to this briefing first, then we'll tick this off our list.
We've added a Timefall shelter option to your PCC.
Thank you.
They're perfect for keeping you and your cargo dry until the weather improves.
Very useful. We saw one of those just sitting outside the weather station. Had been the one that had been made earlier for us. But there have been a few occasions where there just hasn't been the shelter. So being able to make your own is very useful. And this makes it official. It provides protection from Timefall in locations where no other cover is available. Shelters are equipped with cargo... They're equipped with it! They're equipped with cargo container repair spray. I'm impressed. And are heated as well. So you can enjoy a pint even in the midst of winter. Let's keep those restaurants going.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you.
Your PCC's leveled up, so to speak.
So to speak.
It now has the capacity to produce more complex structures.
Fantastic.
I'll let Mama fill you in on the details.
Sam, I've added a safe house schematic to your PCC.
Thank you.
It's a fairly large structure, so it'll take a lot of time and materials to build.
They're pretty beefy.
But once complete, it's pretty much identical to a private room.
Can I stream from it? Okay, lovely. So that's some information about the safe house. So the PCC, like other things, with trying to like build a bridge, when you lay down the PCC, it just gives you the foundation, and then you have to throw a whole bunch of stuff at it. Chiral crystals and lots of special alloys. So we'll okay those. Floating carrier, this is interesting.
A floating carrier is a kind of tractor car. Chiral crystals keep it suspended in midair, allowing it to move unimpeded over rough terrain. You can load one up with cargo and tow it to your destination with minimal effort. If one's not enough for your needs, you can hook it up to another and take two. Just keep in mind that carriers require a steady supply of chiral crystals to operate. Make sure you have enough to get where you need to go.
Okay. That sounds fun. So they're automatically deployed when placed in the field and can be loaded with cargo and attached to the waist. Great. I imagine quite useful if you know that where you're travelling to or through is safe. I imagine that would be a nightmare if all of a sudden some mules set themselves on you. Okay, so those are all the new things. We wanted to make a new gun for ourselves, so we'll do that here. One of those, please. One of those. And, shall we? Why the hell not? Let's make some things. Whack it all on my back for now, please. And we'll organise that accordingly. Now, what's on the tool rack? Container repair spray, okay. Now, that's taken care of that, and I've picked up some odds and ends. I've not even looked at some of this other stuff. Right, let's share this data. Lots of admin.
So, you're a treasure hunter in your spare time, huh?
I just look around.
I didn't think you had any.
It's enough of your sass. Some more anime stuff.
Thank you for your contribution.
Got likes from Deadman. Cargo shared with other players. 24 likes received. Thanks, team. So we have. Let's have a look at the standard orders first. What's available to us here? We've got resins and ceramics, all the way back to Lake Knot City. And models of 20th century cars, which is headed for the distribution centre. That will be our next stop anyway. Now, orders for Sam. Another location. Now, we were checking that out on the map earlier, weren't we? We were looking at all of that. So that's, in fact, a farm. Immense. So, another story adventure that'll push us further south. And the mission to construct a safe house. It's not an essential one, but it is an additional one.
You're doing a great job, Sam.
Thank you.
You've helped us expand the chiral network deep
know.
into the mountains. But
Bloody great.
our colleagues at the weather station still have it rough. And you know as well as anyone how treacherous the roads up there can get. They may be networked now, but they still need regular supply runs to survive. We'd like you to build a safe house nearby for other porters handling deliveries.
Yes.
There's a perfect spot about halfway up the mountain I've designated as the building site. If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's the case, because I've just used some stuff to make other bits and bobs, haven't I? Let's call that construction safe house, and the other one was Timefall Farm. Remembers? There we are. Okay. I mean, we can definitely get out to that location with the PCC and set down the foundations, if nothing else. So we'll pick that one up, shall we? Why the heck not? Build a safe house at the designated spot. And upgrade it with gubbins. So we'll do just that one for now. Now I've already picked up a PCC there. So I think I'm probably going to be all groovy on that front and just confirm, and we'll roll out. So I've been given a floating carrier for this, even though I've just made one for myself. And another PCC. And some... Oh, here we go. Oh dear. I appear to have done this in the wrong order. Let's put some things back. What a mess. Yeah, private locker with some of this stuff. So. Private locker. Now, at most 5. Hello. Welcome. I've got too much stuff on my back. I'm trying to figure out what to do about it. Let's pop those in the private locker as well. Drop your carriers. I was thinking about using one just to try it out. Let's drop the bowler gun. Just wondering if I just use one carrier or two, because there's quite a bit that's going to be coming with. Let's come back out here. Let's see what this does. Looks like maybe there'll be more than one trip involved to get this done. Because I could carry 2, 1 in each hand, 2 floaty guys, maybe carrying one of these big things each if they can muster it. Okay, let's give this a try.
Order assigned.
1, 2, 3, 4. Special alloys at the door. Here we go. Floating carrier. How do I use you? Oh, they're phoning me.
Sam,
Yes.
seems like you don't have enough resources to build that safe house. Make sure to take everything we earmarked for you.
Is that just because I literally stood outside for 1 minute? Oh, you seem to have lost some things, you idiot. How do I use you? It says drop. Usually if I let go, that's armed. Can I... Nope. Offload carriers, stack XL cargo in them. So I would need to drop it. Drop. Oh, and it does the thing. Oh, okay. Okay. And then I just come over here and go and kick it. Ah, looks like it will take more than one. Oh, this will work out. Come with me, you. Boom. There it goes. So that pops open. That's one. That's two.
Don't do anything too reckless, okay?
Someone's happy.
Choo-choo! That's exactly what I was thinking. Hi, I'm a train now. Right, so our destination is right here. So we're coming along there, that's fine. And then kind of a little bit down this way. And we shoot off there. Assuming if I look through here, it'll already be marked out, yeah. Choo-choo! Let's go. Unfortunately, I'm not popular enough for a hype train, so this'll have to do. Scoop it. Oh, look at them go. Now, when it was described as floating, I thought it would be like up in the air, but it's literally just like hovering above the ground a little bit, isn't it? Wop, 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 wop. Like hoverboards. See, the adventures of Marty McFly weren't all for nothing. Come on, buddies, we're almost there. Whee! Let's make a circle. Oh, we're having such fun. Lewis Swaggy, hello. Thank you so much for the follow.
All right, you've made it.
It was a really hard journey.
That safe house built.
Okay, let's do that.
Go, Sam.
Yeah, I'm just having fun dragging these things around.
PCC and select.
Oh, I would have had no idea to do that without you telling me. And even without further instructions. My god, this game really nags. Whee! Okay, well, I've had fun being a train. I suppose I should be a grown-up now. It's only fair. Yeah, Lewis Waggy, thank you so much for the follow and checking out the stream. Very glad to have you on board. Shall I do... I'll do a little bit of business. Why not? Welcome. I stream 3 times a week. Sundays and Tuesdays are Death Stranding days. That's my A game. That's what I play twice a week. On Thursdays, I play Formula 1 2020. On Sundays, the start time is usually between 5:30 and 6 p.m. UK time. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:30 UK time at the moment. So, I hope to see you here more than just right now. Let's do this PCC business, shall we? Equip it. We've got it. And then safe house. I'll have no idea whether this is perfectly centered, and it'll drive me crazy that I won't know that. Quite a few different things there we can build. Fun, fun, fun. Let's do it. Get in there.
Okay.
Sprinting. So, Lewis, you're big on Death Stranding, I take it?
Come on, come on.
Ta-da!
Sam,
Yep.
You'll want to get those materials over to the safe house sooner rather than later.
I mean, I'm standing right next to it. Now, if they're connected to me, will they count? Ah, you just started. So, when you say just started, like you've played a couple of hours, kind of just started? Let's complete this structure. Yeah, we've got the stuff on the carriers there as well, so... I think that's it, isn't it? There it is. Okay, and then another 2. Add. About 2 or 3 hours. Okay. So, Eastern region. A little bit of story. Maybe you've met the president. Like, oh my god, BTs, they're terrifying. Yep, I remember that. Bit of rain. Oh, what a thrill! What a thrill! I quite enjoyed it from even the first few hours, but once I progressed a little bit deeper into the Eastern region, then like some of the game mechanics were really getting me hooked. You join the stream today. We are in the early stages, I think, early to mid stages, perhaps. I'm not too sure. Of chapter 3 in the game. We're in the central region. So there'll be a few things here that you'll see me doing that aren't available to you yet. Up to you how you feel about spoilers on that front. Let's whack those in. Let's fill this baby up. High level being an excellent member of the community there, giving Lewis Waggy some support. We're building. Oh, delicious stats. Almost wasn't prepared for it. Distance travel, not subject to evaluation. In all fairness, it wasn't like I had much of a choice of my route. It was pretty straightforward. 70 likes. Small nudges. Nothing big to write home about there. And there, dear Lewis, you'll see... Even though I'm still quite early on in the game, somehow I have punched in a total of 47 hours and 49 minutes of playtime. It's one of those games.
Thank you, Sam. This safe house will be a boon to countless others in the long run. I'm not just talking about the porters who'll use it as a stopover on the way to the weather station, but the people they help and the people they help. We're all connected to someone else, Sam. But you'll have the honor of being the first person to rest there.
Good. Well, I'll take that as a hint. Yeah. So we've built the safe house. Its foundations are laid. Its first version is here, but it will need additional materials to help boost it to higher levels. The higher the levels go, the more durable they are, the longer they will last in the great outdoors.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Let's try this new build on for size. Take a little rest. Have a shower. Do a poo. Wakey wakey, Sam.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Blood bags. Right, any emails? Craftsman and the Elder. The Elder's got opinions. Right, he's our friend now. He's our friend because he decided, after all, to join the UCA after being a bit of a stubborn old coot at the beginning. And we've almost got him at the full 5 stars, actually. If I deliver that lost cargo to him, I think we might nudge that up to the full 5. So he wants to tell us a story about the good old days back when the US of A was alive and well. Well, this is interesting. They had a president who was fixing to build a border wall to protect the people. Guess where I was born? On the other side of that wall. If it went up or off, I'd be cut off from family, friends, everybody. Free for some, maybe. Being an immigrant, as he is, if something changed, would he be the first on the list for help from the people in charge? Would he even be on the list? He reckons the answer was no, so he resolved to look out for himself. Built a shelter. Stocked up on toilet roll. And pasta. And the Stranding came. Borders, countries, governments meant nothing. Yep. Nothing was there to keep the systems alive anymore. If you really believe that there were that I should probably be reading it like the old man, but here's the thing. He speaks with an accent, and yet he writes like a proper old-timey Wild West character. You know? But it's like, if you really believe hang on a minute, let's try this again. You really believe that their chiral network of yours can bring people together, no matter what walls stand between them, then spread it all over. But you damn well better make sure that you do right by each and every American. Only then can you ask them to do right by the UCA. That's what he sounds like in writing. But we've met him and he sounds nothing like it. So bad. I know. What can you do? There we go. Yeah, exactly. I can barely do my own voice, let alone this imaginary one. So he's talking about the social contract. And he's taking a chance on me, Sam Bridges, because I brought him a pen and some sleeping tablets. Oh, so close to the 5 stars with Craftsman as well. Ready, steady, cowboy. Yep. A Porter team is building itself a real reputation. They've taken on a share of dangerous orders and come through without a scratch. Our engineer and elder friends have employed their services. So they're putting faith in Commodore Garden regular Porters. Let's talk about Fragile Express collaborating with terrorists because of it. Oh, yeah, he's still believing those lies. One downside is my blood. He's a vampire. He's had to restrict the supply of hematic grenades because they need to be supported by the blood of of someone with dooms or slash a repatriate, I guess. He's had to restrict the supply. Only folks on the most dangerous runs get to carry them. Clients know the score. Porters still want to work. No easy solution. As far as problems go, I call this a good one. I mean, look. Give me the choice to donate, right? Don't just go, oh, while I'm not looking. Not having it. Liberties. Holy crap. What's in the memory chips? What did we unlock today? Frame arms. Here it is. Some stuff to do with the frame arms story there. Which Dead Man is a real big fan, obviously. Right, what new stuff have we got here? Drones and the Singularity. So this is talking about the bots. The one with legs that we've already sent off on a trip. Human input is required to accept orders and set coordinates. Drone syndrome shouldn't be a factor. Talking again about robots not dying, but that's not true, is it? They don't die in the soul sense, but they can expire, they can wear out. Death comes to all living things. This could dangerously turn into the Matrix, so we should watch out for that. Heartman, who's a creep. Rumours have been circulating regarding a man who calls himself King Midas. Unlike his namesake from Greek mythology, however, this gentleman does not turn all that he touches to gold. Instead, he claims to wield the power to create chiral crystals at will. Aware of the existence of microbes that could melt and condense gold. This is the first Heartman has heard anybody doing it with chiralium. Organisms apparently akin to cryptobiotes. His body is turned into a massive particles, a side effect of crystallizing all the chiralium. Said the only evidence of his existence are 2 golden handprints he left behind. What the heck is this? No microbes capable of previously described ability have been detected. So the King's story could be nothing more than an urban legend. Okay, great, thanks for that. Stuff about the weather. BTs are beings formed of something akin to antimatter. Yeah, got that. Discovered a scientific paper on antimatter and clouds. According to the paper, gamma radiation generated by science. Particles of antimatter can be detected inside regular rain clouds. The mechanism by which they are formed is not fully understood. Yep, that's basically the base story in this phase of the game at the moment. We kind of don't know yet, but we're looking into it. Could chiralium excited by gamma radiation exacerbate minute distortions in space-time, loosening the seams that connect to our beaches? God, they're getting brave, aren't they? If excited chiralium mixes with timefall and then touches the ground below, this is interesting. Could the entire region beneath become more strongly connected with the beach as the result? Which could explain why BTs appear in areas prone to timefall. Okay, yeah, that kind of... I can see that. Beaches, the world of the dead. All of these things may have existed long before the Stranding. Okay, yeah, it's possible, isn't it? Okay. I think that was it for new stuff. Oh no. This will be good. This will be good stuff. Because we had we had a little bit of a cutscene with Fragile last time. This is about Fragile's father coming up with the name of Fragile Express. It was a very scary time. All the systems, all the gears that kept the world turning smashed into bits. When everything you know breaks, it's hard not to break yourself. Before our new network, there was an old one. The whole nation was online 24/7. Cameras and microphones everywhere. Watching and listening and recording. Hey Siri. There was a strange sort of comfort in that, people said. Certainty that someone somewhere would know if you were in trouble. After the stranding, all that vanished. A lot of folks died waiting before the rest caught on and took matters into their own hands. Father was on the case and became a courier. Set up his own company there to help rebuild the infrastructure. And this is definitely where Fragile has her sympathies with the Bridges Project. Reconnecting America. People, ideas, connections, all fragile. The USA was nothing more than a network of people and the connections between them. No wonder it broke apart so easily. Yep, doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Allegations of voter fraud included. Gillyfam is off doing a stream. Is that going to be co-stream adventures with Nick's site? Probably is, isn't it? Tuesday, that's going to be Total War 2. No, hang on a minute. Total War. This time it's personal. In Rome. Long live Europe. That's the one. That's where my head is today. Flipping heck. Have a great stream. Electric Boogaloo, indeed. We'll give our friend Giddy Fam a little shout out there in the chat. He will be doing a little co-stream with a fellow friend, Nick Sight. So there's a shout out and some channel hype. Click on those links, open it up in a new window if you like. Make sure you give them a follow. They'll be streaming pretty soon, and maybe we'll drop by at some point. Oh, Nick was doing a lurk. Have a great stream, you two, and thank you very much for hanging out here this evening. Most appreciated. That's it for reading. Right, we've had our rest. One of the benefits, of course, of being able to build a safe house and settle down in it, as long as we've got the materials, is that basically means there are more places where we can have delicious energy drinks. Are you done looking over there? Are you done? So we can check in with our energy levels. Nice little boost there. Good stuff. Let's pop out of there for a moment and get clean.
EX grenade number 0.
Let's do the full amount. A little bit of everything. All those people who think it's disgusting to go for a wee in the shower, they can do a dump in there. There we are. All good stuff. Right, what are we going to do? We're going to take some stuff back to the distribution center and up to the Elder. We take care of that. Shimus, you're a gentleman and a scholar, and don't let anybody tell you any different. Thank you very much for the host. There really isn't anything else to worry about here, is there? Structure in the vicinity of Waste Station west of Capital Knot has started to deteriorate. Blimey, is that something I've left behind? I think we're good to go. It's the outside. Do you remember what that looks like? There's like grass and stuff. And vitamin D. Oh, look at that over there. There's another one of the Timefall shelters. Very nice. People have been busy around here. Let's check in with a map. That must have been up around here somewhere. I think... we might pass some BTs on the way back. Why not? Let's have a little bit of confrontation while we're out here.
Looks like a way through.
I think I do want to check this out though. Before I build one of my very own. We'll come over here and enjoy the thrill of being able to stand under one of these dudes. Here we go. It's a Timefall shelter, everybody. There's the container repair spray. It just guffs out there. That's nice. Keeps us nice and dry. Keeps us warm if it's cold. Let's have a look in the structure menu and see what else is going on. So progressing up the levels means it's a bit more effective and it's more resistance to Timefall. Not carrying anything that could be contributed, but I can't. Oh no, it's there on the right hand side, isn't it? It's got the chiral crystals it needs more metals. Okay. This is definitely where high levels advice comes into play, of just parking as many materials as possible into private lockers, because with all of these structures to keep alive, we're definitely going to need a lot of it. Bloody high maintenance. Some more ceramics. I'll definitely pick you up. Scooby Scoop.
Nice.
I wonder if that King Midas thing is actually just talking about little hands that come out of the ground, because we can scoop up chiral crystals from them. Okay, we'll pick that up on the way back down. I forgot to on the harmonica. What else do we have? Delighted that. I've just been for a pee. I don't need to do that again. Like. Oh, of course they can play music. I said, get me in trouble with the lawyers again.
Beginning scan.
Flipping it.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
This one's for you, BB.
Clear. Welcome, Sam Porter.
I'm back. You miss me? Let me in. Let me in. Okay. So I have some things to retrieve from the private locker. So all this stuff. Carry on my back. floating carriers. 2 was actually really useful for that trip. Don't really need to be carrying these things. I mean, look at how much space they take up. These large containers taking up a lot of space where, frankly, heavier stuff could be living. That's it's like 4 small boxes, I think, that's taking up there. Crazy scenes. 2 mediums. Yeah, so I'm not even sure. I mean, I certainly won't need it for the journey. Back down to distribution center, because it's not really level. And I'm going to get in all sorts of trouble on the way down, so screw that. Do I private locker or do I donate them? I think I might donate them. Right, so that's the stuff out of the private locker anyway. So I have to leave the menu and make my decisions from there. Share locker, that's what I want to do. Share locker. Here you are. That's for the community. Okay, Lewis. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Very, very happy to have you on board on Sunday. So we will be looking at about 5:30 p.m. UK time on Sunday, and we'll get in a good few hours of Death Stranding there. Don't you know, I'm not much further ahead than you, but make a little bit more progress yourself for sure, because it's good to see tips, but you don't want to spoil the meaty stuff. As you can see, I take my I take my sweet time. But yeah, thanks for the follow and thanks for stopping in today. Really appreciate it. Yeah, go and enjoy that game yourself, won't you? So, this 28, we will do another time. Do a bit more business around here first before we progress further south. Standard orders then. And a big old trip back to Lake Knot City. Now, if I wanted to do that as a premium delivery, okay, that's a concern of volume, isn't it? Quite. That's spread out over quite a few packs. That. And that is a cargo condition. Right, let's think about this then. Because the other standard order has a lot of boxes. Do I want to take them both on at the same time? If I did that and the BTs at the same time, if I wanted to go along the shortest route on the way back There's going to be a lot of timefall. A lot of heavy timefall as well, which is going to mean I'll need to be spraying them bad boys down quite a bit. So what am I carrying? Container repair spray. 2 of those. One of those already has been used a little bit. Carrying my grenades. Ceramics I can recycle here. It's a small package, isn't it? I could... Yeah, that's the thing. I could take that with me too. Other places might be better suited for it. There's quite a bit already. And then there's going to be like 9 boxes probably stacked on my back or something crazy like that, isn't it? Right, let's think about where these things are all going, right? Cargo, I don't think there's anything clipped yet, so tool rack for you. That gives me a decent amount of space back on my back. Magic grenades, yes. 1 PCC on standby. There we go. Plenty of weaponry. Okay. Standard orders. Right, rare miniature cars for Thomas Sutherland. I think we can premium delivery this. I accept that. It's going to be... one item on my back. Head out and then back in again.
Order assigned.
Better put that on my list. That was 491, wasn't it? So 491. Weather station to DC South. There we go. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two mediums. A whole bunch of smalls. It's not heavy. It's just a lot. Do I want to do that now, or do I make that separate? Once I get to the distribution centre, I get on my bike and away it goes. However, if I do this now, I wouldn't be able to pick anything else up on the way down. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave this for another time. And we'll just go with the model cars. Yes. Decision made there. There we go, that's auto-arranged the cargo. What have you decided to put onto my suit? Hermetic grenades. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever you want to do. And then we can pick up some other stuff on the way down. Let's go! This way. So, slightly different trip on the way back. I know.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
So we started our adventures from the distribution centre all the ways over there. And I walked kind of along the stream, made a little crossing, and kind of hopped and popped all the way up the side of the hill here. Managed to avoid all the BTs. This time, we're going to cut across this way. It's the shorter route, but that's where all the danger is. So we get to encounter some spoopy ghosts on the way back down. Right, let's go into the map. Let us remove all markers. Plonk, there they go. And let's take a look at that there weather forecast. So a short burst, it looks like a short burst of timefall coming up on our route down. Kind of on and off over the next half an hour. Some southeasterly winds there, you'll see over to where Elder is. Right, that'll do for farting around. Let's get down there, shall we?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Um,
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Go around this way. Is it on the move? Yeah, lovely. Yeah, see a little bit of lost cargo and stuff we can scoop up on the way down. Pick it up. Yes, man. We'll squeeze through here. Why did I do that? Let's bull rush thin air, shall we? That's a good idea. See, a couple of items of lost cargo for the DC. So we'll certainly pick those up. There it is. It looks like these chiral crystals are becoming more and more useful. So definitely worth grabbing as many of those as we can on the way. Tell you one thing I am missing. Several things, in fact. Let's get the harmonica back in play. Hat, specs, done.
There we go.
Yes, please. Oh, now there are metals here as well. Scoop.
There we go.
Yo. Blimey, it's almost peaceful here. Special fuel. Is that like sneak? There we go. Where was t'other? Oh, I missed it. It's up there. Old photographs. Hopefully not blueies. Got to keep this clean. Some more stuff for DC. So always have to bowler gun. Got some metals as well. Grab what we can while we're here. Is that right down by the waterfront? Yes, it is. In fact, it all is, isn't it? Let's go over this way first. Someone's built a bridge, very useful. Ed Dabeast has left a climbing anchor lying around. And ladder there. Just floating in the water. That's a biggie. Can't pick too many of those up. Right, what else have we got? So there's another big metals container. A lot of stuff with the DC in this direction. A drowned ladder? I fear that's not as useful as you think it is, person who left this behind. Can I stand on ladder? Yes. Wow, that was awkward. Time for resistant clothes. Here comes the rain. And worse still. Boom.
Yeah, I feel you.
Not only is it going to rain, it's going to be BT time. Right, let's check in the map then and see where we are. We've not really got that far, but it looks to me like then this whole stretch here is where it's going to kick off. Quite a few items lying around. More metals, medical supplies, plenty of lost cargo here. Most of it for the DC by the looks of things. We've got a little bit for Elder. Machine parts, another DC item. Special alloys as well. There's our first sign of trouble. They like hanging around rocks, don't they? Boy, do they ever. There's one. Oh, there. Our base hanging around here. Right. Let's get equipped. All blood bags are in good condition. Right, that's going to set other ones off. Here we go, look, now they're showing up. This one's pissed. Just checking on the map briefly. Yeah, we're heading in the right direction. Don't want to get too distracted here, because it's just going to waste time, and our cargo will just continually get damaged by Timefall, so... Leave you over there. What are you looking at? Am I walking straight into trouble if I go that way? Oh, flipping heck, that's steep. Okay, right now there's a lot of rain. It's going to pass pretty quickly and then it comes back pretty heftily. Looks like we might be towards the outside of the BT area here. So all the goodies are, though. Another item for the distribution centre there. I really want it. The station. Special alloys, they're all hanging on the end there. Here we go. They're all hanging out down here, huh? Tell you what we'll do. We will give the custom hematic grenade a bit of a go. They're in pain. They don't like it up them. Couple on patrol. Get out of here. Oh, there's the little baby one on patrol. They really creep me out. Right, who we got left? It's so tiny I can't see it. Got you though, haven't we? So what else we need to do? Where's this other one? Oh, they're still not all gone. Which one's left? Okay, here we go. Oh, Christ on a bike.
Pretty fucking scary.
Bloody loads of them. This place is quite literally swamped with them. And I've spent a lot of blood bags and hematic grenades trying to shift this little area. Whoa. That's for the weather station, so it seems a bit weird taking it in the other direction. Okay, so that's the rain clearing for a little bit. We know that's going to come back in about 10 minutes. So we'll make good use of the time that we have.
Nice.
Get some of these chiral crystals that we've earned.
There we go.
And, yeah. We also need to sort out all of that cargo on our back because it's a bit of a state.
Hmm.
And we're going to drop those and that. Ah. Okay. Goodbye. Don't need you. DC is not that far away.
Nice.
Boots are just over 50% wear now.
There we go.
What else around here? Oh god, it's all the way up there again.
Huh. Flip them.
So there were alloys up there. Missed opportunity, I think. Not going back up there for that. Big thing for Lake Knot.
How you doing, Sam?
Yeah, I'll pick that up. Scooping it.
Nice.
Yeah. Is there something for Elder? Yeah, we'll get that too.
There we go. Nice.
Oh god, another elegant pen. He bloody loves them. Let's come around this way. So, an item for the weather station. Carried away there we are. And a few items to pick up over there. Where's that ladder?
Today's a good day.
I'm Sam!
Don't worry. Right, we're out of that. What else have we got here? Stuff for craftsman. Metals coming up. Climb up here. More shelter. Here are the metals. Hiding in the rocks. Stuff for craftsmen. Pop that in the share locker. And here we are, back at DC.
Beginning scan. Scanning.
It's a bit tense out there with the BTs.
ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All
Big old group of them.
until departure.
Not done yet, huh?
Thank you.
Used
Decontaminating.
quite a lot of the hematic grenades.
Sam Porter.
Clearing out some of the danger. Need to top up on my blood bags, that's for sure.
Keep on keeping on.
Right. We have returned. And I'm sure it will be worth it. First of all, the requested cargo. Standard order 491, the rare miniature cards. Cars, you know what I mean. I believe that's here in good condition. We've also picked up special fuel, old photographs, and Timefall resistant clothes. Let's pop all that in and see what we win.
Everything all right, Sam?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Some spookies out there, you know.
Looks good as new. My hat's off to you.
Thank you very much. Stat time. It's that time. It's stat time. Oh yes. So the premium delivery has gone pretty well. I zigzagged. I got distracted by things. Got a bit spooked. So it wasn't necessarily the shortest route. But it was a route. And I delivered it. What else do you want from me? Another legend record there. 65 likes. Delivery's done. Got a trophy. Check me out. Good stuff. And how about the lost cargo? We'll race through this. Timefall resistant clothes earns us 61. Special fuel earns us 61. And the old photographs, another 61. That's another 183 likes into the pot. So 491 can be ticked off the list. From the weather station to DC South. Expert transporter, Porter grade 173. That'll do it.
Well, take care of yourself.
Bye.
Good work. New order.
Now, what about all this other stuff on my back?
Access delivery terminal.
That's going to be mine, isn't it? Yep. So we'll hold on to that. These other items, though, we'll recycle those. Metals, special alloys, ceramics, more metals. Get the recycled. So those can drop in there. So, bum, bum, bum. Cam back as if by magic. Okay. Elder, Craftsman, Weather Station. So, a trip to Elder means this and this don't entrust. I will be going back to the weather station. So I could take that with me. So we won't entrust that. But the machine oil, that will entrust. So we get a little likey for entrusting. That's our little fair share of events. Cargo entrusted to another player. Right. I'll definitely need to fabricate some stuff and take a rest.
Thank you for your contribution.
Let's just check in with the cargo separately. So, items for... Why is that attached to the suit? That I might pop in the private locker, right? Instead of carrying it with me. Continuous repair. Definitely need more automatic grenades. And another repair spray. That's looking the worse for wear as well. And how are those boots looking now? 57% damage. Yowie wowie. Okay. So, activate terminal, bleep bloop, private locker, special fuel, private locker. There we go. Three left. 5 left. That's okay. Need more container repair spray though. Right, we'll deal with that next. More blood bag too. That's enough to see us through. We could recycle those both actually. or donate them. And make new ones. Right, so if we share locker, that and that. Yep, no problem. And then we'll make some stuff. One at a time. Will that be enough? One for now. Shorter journeys. Two of those. I think that's it for right now. Not a ladder yet. So, old wine, elegant pen.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Right. So, this will be the last thing I do for today, is to just take these 2 items of lost cargo back up to the Elder.
Taking a break from time to time.
Let's see if there's a way. Just kind of like scooting our way up here. So it looks like I could do it.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, perfect. That's another item for the Elder. I'll happily take that. There we are. Soap scum bomb.
Looks like a way through.
Do a little climb up here. Easy. Let's check out that beautiful view. Yes, man. It's going to be fascinating exploring this area. A little bit steep, but we can do it. We may well reach the summit pretty quickly. Ah, yes, crystals. I will take it.
There we go.
Yeah. That's a good little climb. Pick up some crystals on the way.
There we go.
It's a fascinating little area over there, isn't it? Oh, I can't wait to get there. Porters. Gotta be sure to give them a like and subscribe. Hey dudes.
Hey, mine's heavier. Yo. Hey, mine's heavier.
Thanks for the help. Today's a good day.
Have a safe trip, you two. Got some likes. That's all good. Well, not much further to go. Oh, someone's built a shelter there as well. A generous sort around here, aren't they? Big thanks for each and every one of you for stopping in today. Those who have dropped in and popped away. Won't be able to hear this message now, but I do appreciate it. Always appreciate it. This old fool playing video games. Let's get those ceramics, shall we? Ah, how far away are they? Are they on the on the other side? 120 meters away. That's not far. Death Stranding is probably going to be on the regular for some time, looking at the way things are going at the moment and the pace of things. That's an observation, not a complaint. I am having a lot of fun playing this game, as you can tell. Ah, screw it! I'm not going for that. Similar story for Formula 1 2020 at the moment. I have committed to the driver career. I've done the Formula 2 part of it, and I'm on Formula 1 at the moment. That'll definitely take some time to sort out. Finishing that off.
ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
So in terms of in terms of other games and stuff, it'll only be on the occasional bonus stream where we'll see those for a little while. Hope that's all right. So we managed to pick up 3 things in the end because we found some planting kits on the way. Elegant pen, old wine, planting kits, lost cargo for Elder. Here we go.
Delivering cargo.
Surprised to see me, son? Don't worry, I'm not dead yet.
See, he speaks completely differently to how he writes.
If it wasn't for people like you. So I want you to know I'm grateful. Even if I don't always come out and say it.
He told me that last time. Lost cargo stat update. Old wine. 143 likes. Yes, very nice. The planting kits. 71. And the most elegant of pens is 71. 285 likes in total. Hello. 5 stars, you say? Some of this facility's bandwidth has been shared with Sam. More structures can now be built. And I can have a grass green cap if I like. And I'm also able to rest in this shelter. Materials have increased. Special alloys are now available everywhere.
Here, I have something for you. It isn't much, but if you want it, it's all yours.
I get the feeling I'm going to claim it, or should I say wear it anyway. I think we're looking at another star. There we go. Member of the 6-star club now. 6 stars.
You've kept me alive for a little while longer, Sam. I owe you one.
And away he goes.
Good work. New order available.
5-star terminal. We can rest here. So, the Elder has now joined Engineer in being a 5-star location. Standard ordered. Most of these I've already taken care of now. Do we have anything out of the ordinary? No, I don't think so. This is it now. Oh, did one of those I get an A for? Or was that somewhere else? No. So we've got S and for either Legend or Awesome. So these are ones that I've done before that I can replay again at some point. I think basically we've tapped out handmade pickles. Is that the only one? No. Tree planting kits as well. A couple there left to do. I think that's it really for standard orders here. Our business is probably done with the Elder for a little while, and unless we pick up some stuff from elsewhere that we need to bring to him. Excellent stuff. Right, there we go. That is the delivery to the Elder of the lost cargo. That is going to do it for today. Short and sweet, because I started a little bit later than I would have liked, but we did a little bit of story. We got to the weather station. We have built ourselves a a safe house, following the instructions. We've got a few extra things in our arsenal we can use now. PCC level 2. We've got those little floating carriers and all that stuff. And yeah, we tussled with some BTs on the way back. Completely avoided them on the way up. I could have quite easily taken that same route back and avoided a whole bunch of trouble. But we also now get weather forecasts, so we have a much better idea of where to go or where not to go on longer and unknown journeys in the future. But that is going to do it for today. The next time we'll be playing Death Stranding then is this coming Sunday, 5:30 p.m. UK time, where we will no doubt do a little bit of scooping and standard orders. But we'll certainly want to get things back over to that weather station, I think, and kind of boost things up over there. Maybe consider checking in on some of the roads that we've built as well, just to make sure that they're up to scratch. And maybe we'll pay a visit to Timefall Farm as well. All of that then coming up Sunday, 5:30 p.m. UK time. More Death Stranding then. I hope to see you there.